Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the types of the machine learning. There are three types of the machine learning model we have: supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement. First we will discuss the supervised learning. As you can see here, supervised learning, it means model learn from a mapping between the input and the target variables. It means in supervised learning, our model, this is our model which learns from both type of the data, input variables and well as your output variables. We train our model by both the data, and once it trained, it provide you the output with the unseen data. As you can see here, this is your known data, this is the known response. When we feed both things here, machine learning model is trained. After that, once we feed some new data, after that we get the output. So this way this machine learning model works. Regression and classification models comes under the supervised learning. Let's discuss in more details. We have some data. This is your input data and this is your corresponding output. So we want to predict the house price. So we can say the area, we can say the locality, we can say the floor, how much floor that particular society has, and what is the condition of that particular flat. There are some x, y, z variable. We can say there are the 10 input features we have. So on that basis we know the output. It means these are some historical records we have. We have the 10 samples. In the first sample we know the output, for the second samples we know the output. So this way we have 10 samples. So what we will do, we'll feed both things in our machine learning model. After that, once it is trained, after that what we will do, we will input these particular, only these are your training data. But what we will do, this is your unseen data, it means some unknown data. Once we will feed these inputs, so after that, because this model has already been trained with this particular training data, so after that what it will do, it will provide you the output on that basis, because it know what is the pattern between input and output. So on that basis what it will do, it will provide you the output. It means it will provide you the prediction, what would be the sale corresponding to these features. So this way we can say that if we have input and output variables in our data, so mostly on that basis we apply the supervised machine learning model. So supervised machine learning model, we normally use regression type of the problem and classification type of the problem. Regression means like weather forecasting, market forecasting, rent prediction, and classification, we can say the fraud detection, image classification. So this type of the problem we solve by using the supervised learning. And what is the unsupervised learning? Unsupervised learning means the model extract relationship in the data. There is no target data. It means if we have only input variables, there is no any output. This data we don't know, we have only the input variable. So we want to try some relationship inside the data, so that what we can do, we can group these same type of the data in a same cluster. As you can see here, these are some input data we have. What we did, we feed this data in our model, and once our model get trained, after that what it did, it categorized, it clustered all those data in a different cluster which have the same type of the data. You can see here, these are some colored balls. So what did this model do? This model grouped same type of the ball in a same cluster. You can see here. It means initially we don't have the labels data, we only have the input data. So we only feed our input data, and this model clustered same type of the data in a same cluster. Examples of these model like clustering, like recommendation systems, like customer segmentation and dimensionality reductions. Like this is your city. In city, these are some peoples. So what we did, we feed all those people's type. They are rich or a poor. We have this data, all the data, like he earned 10 lakh, but we don't have any output. 10 lakh, he is a black, he live in a very high society. Let's secondo, he earn 5 lakh, he's a white and he live in a rich society, very high society. So this type, but we don't know the output, whether he's a rich or whether he's a poor. So what we did, we feed this data in our model, and our model categorize this is your rich, this is your rich, or this is your poor. It try to get a relationship inside this particular data, and on that basis, same type of the relationship, same type of the data, it feed in a same cluster. It means we have only the input variables in our data. Now comes to the reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning work in a such way that it learn from the mistakes or from the past experience. It work in a punishment and a reward mechanism. There are some examples of the reinforcement learning are the games, robotics, real-time decisions, and a self-driving car. So let's understand how does it work. This is your robot. This is your robot, and this is your point A, and this is your point B. He want to move from A location to B location, and there are some hurdles, like this is your first hurdle, this is your second hurdle, we can say that this is your third hurdle, and the path is that this is your path. Robot want to move from A location to B location, and these are some hurdles. So how does it work? It means this is your agent. It means robot is an agent, and once we move this particular agent in this particular environment, this is your environment. What we did, this is your agent, and we move this agent in this particular environment, and we ask this robot just move from A location to B location. Once he will move from A location to B location, so we will get some feedback, whether it will be punished or whether it will be rewarded. So let's understand how does it work. He move from this location to this location. He move, but he got some hurdle. Okay, he got some hurdle. So he know that he got some hurdle. He is not able to move from this location to this location. So it will be punished. So the total punish will be -1. After that, what he will do, he will try to use some different path. Now he will choose this path. Again he moved from this location to this location, and now till here he will be rewarded +1 because he crossed this hurdle. Now again he got hurdle, then again he will be punished. Then what he will do, he know that why in this path he will be punished. So what he will do, he bypass this hurdle and he will choose this particular path. Again he will be rewarded, again he will be punished, then again he will be rewarded. So in this way, once the first time he will go, he will know where he got punished, where he got rewarded. Once he will go the next time, what he will do, he will follow this path. He will follow this path, all the positive path. It means by using their punishment, by using their feedback, he got to know that where he will be rewarded, where he will be punished. On that basis, he will take the decision on the next time. Just like your self-driving car. Just like your self-driving car. Car is moving from this location and suddenly he got something. Because we have some sensors at the front side. So sensor will provide you the feedback to this system that once he will get something, he should stop. The first time he will be punished because he doesn't know how should he react. But the second time, once this car will move, he know once he will get something at the front. On that basis, the sensor will provide the feedback that there is something at the front, and he already know that when he moved from this location to this location and he got some hurdle at the front side, and that time he was punished. So but the same thing he will not do again, because he know the last time he was punished. So what he will do, he will stop. So same thing, same type of the mechanism we use in the reinforcement learning. That's it from my side for today. I hope you will like. Thank you very much for watching my video.